All right, so today is the iPhone 16 Pro Max pickup day for me. Well, technically it was yesterday, but I was busy with work and all of those things, and I wanted to be able to give you guys a good quality video, so I decided why not pick it up first thing Saturday morning and have the iPhone 16 really just be my Saturday. But I have a pickup scheduled at 10 a.m. Bellevue Square, so I have to head to Bellevue now. It takes about 30 minutes, and who knows what traffic's gonna be because there's a lot of random roads closed. Let's head to Bellevue. So what I'm most excited for about the iPhone 16 is future, really, technology and software, and it's Apple Intelligence. And that's really the only reason I upgraded. So part of me feels like I'm kind of upgrading with all right, so the only reason I'm getting the iPhone 16 is Apple Intelligence. That's really the only reason. I'm a huge believer and fan of AI when it's used the right way. So for me, the iPhone 16 Pro was kind of a no-brainer. And the reason it's a no-brainer is simply because I'm basically adopting in future technology and future software. So as it is a promise, and a lot of AI companies promise AI and then it doesn't really deliver, I feel like Apple is a little bit different of a story just based on what their track record is. So this is a vlog, so you're gonna get like the real story of my life, and I made it literally out of my street and I realized I forgot my wallet, which is a pretty important component to what today is gonna be. So I have to run back home really quick, but that's why I left early.
If you don't see me around, it's 'cause I'm Casper now. Don't wanna be passive, keep it all around. It was a mistake, depending on you. I was so involved, but you
I will tell you though,
never saw.
talking to a camera in public never gets normal. It is so weird. Everyone looks at you, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get the shot you want. And I just love making videos, so I'm gonna do it regardless. But got my iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'll give you guys the specs, the colors, all that stuff when I get back to my office and I get this thing open. All right, so I'm at Starbucks right now. I'm in the drive-thru. I'm gonna get myself a cold brew because an afternoon cold brew just hits different every single time. But I'm gonna put you on. Could I do a grande cold brew with almond milk? Yeah. And then could I do half a pump of sugar-free vanilla? And then half a pump of pumpkin? And then could I get it stirred? Thank you. The key with that order is to get it stirred because the pumpkin is a syrup. So you want to get it stirred so it all mixes in. And I've learned that the hard way. So you're welcome for that order. So I'm not the biggest fan of the YouTube Studio app just because of the way it makes me feel sometimes, but I am pretty proud of myself. The real reason I bought an iPhone, which I posted last week, 2.4K views in 7 days, which is a 1 out of 10 for me. And then the perfect camera, the Fuji X106, which came out yesterday, 640 views and a 2 out of 10. So sometimes the numbers suck and sometimes you get a 10 out of 10, but when you get that 1 out of 10, that 2 out of 10, it just feels good. Hi. All right, coffee is secured. So I want to do something a little bit different, and I want to shoot a vertical video down by the water because I don't really want to do an unboxing in my studio today. So it's nice out, gonna utilize the weather and see what I can find down here and make a little 9x16 magic. All right, I'm gonna interject really quick. I said I was gonna shoot a vertical video, 9x16 video, and I didn't. I can't stand shooting 9x16 videos. I can't stand editing it. I can adapt to do it if I need to, or if the trend is really heavy at the time. But I also don't like following trends, and I don't like vertical video, and if I don't want to shoot it, I'm not gonna shoot it. So that's why I didn't shoot it.
I'm laying back and letting the sun shine on me. Too high on love, a hater can never bother me. Man, I'm just chillin', trying to keep my peace of mind. Had it for a long time.
All right, so I got the iPhone 16 Pro Max, natural titanium, 256 gigabytes. Here it is. It's the same phone as the 15. Almost close to the same phone as the 14. There's a few things that are different right off the bat. The first thing being this camera button, and it's a cool button, but it has one use, and it's a cool use. What I'm excited for with this phone is Apple Intelligence, which is not even out yet. So when that eventually comes out, that's really when I can give this thing a full review and a full test and really see how it's used to the highest of my potential and the highest of my really productivity. But I need to shoot a thumbnail with this thing, and it's time to really test out the X106. There's a sailboat coming into the background right now, so I really need to hurry up and see what I can get with this thumbnail. I've had the iPhone now. We're loaded up. I've had this thing for 3, 4 hours now, and I have some thoughts. And my first thing is this is not an upgrade. This is not an upgrade yet. It's gonna be an upgrade when we have the future promise of Apple Intelligence. Right now, it is an iPhone 15 with a dedicated camera button. And the camera button's cool. It's cool that you have a button that's dedicated strictly for the camera. It's cool that it is like toggle sensitive and force sensitive, and you can zoom in, change your aperture, all of those things. It's cool, and I think it is a nice addition, and it is something they had to do, or they had to release it with Apple Intelligence not coming out on this phone. And then finally, the other thing that is extremely noticeable is how thin the bezels are, and it's something I did not think I'd notice. And they basically change it every year, and they say the screen gets a little bit bigger, the bezels get a little bit smaller, but this is the first year I really noticed it. So at the end of the day, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, is it an upgrade? Not really. If you have the 15, it's not an upgrade. If you have a 14, in my opinion, coming from a 14, it's also not really an upgrade. But once Apple Intelligence becomes enabled on this phone in the 15, that's when we can really talk about the power of the iPhone 16 and Apple Intelligence altogether. But just like all AI promises, it's a promise. So is it going to come out? Who knows? It is Apple, and they did say it's going to come out, and they did tease it a ton, and it is the main feature of this phone, so it will probably come out, but I can't speak on that until I get my hands on it and use it. Leave a comment down below if you picked up an iPhone 16, and if so, let me know what color, let me know what configuration you got. I'd love to know, and I'd love to know if you're excited for the promises of Apple Intelligence. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're nearing 5K subscribers, which is a milestone for me. Make sure you jump along and join this journey. And until the next one, peace.
Every time my baby come around me, she can't come and get it. Put her down like bed rest, that's grounded. Have you seen different colors? Let me take you high. Look up in the sky.